2012 CAA Football Media Day Live.
Now with the head coach at Georgia State, Bill Curry. And first of all, Coach, it's always great to see you in Baltimore as the former player here with the Baltimore Colts. Great to see you here. Appreciate you having it in town.
Thank you.
Third season with the Panthers. What are the expectations going into this year? Last season at 3-8 as an independent. This year now conference football in the CAA.
Well, my expectations are high. We lost a lot of good players last year. We had a large senior class almost by accident because we had players who transferred without our seeking them, and they were good players. We didn't end up with good team chemistry a year ago, didn't play as well as we would have liked, but our teams worked extremely hard. I'm proud of them, and I'm excited about them, and we're looking forward to putting them on the field. To tell you that I know exactly what to expect, I don't, because we're going to have a lot of young people playing, but they're good players, and again, they have put in the hours to get the job done to be ready.
How do you keep your players focused on this season with so much talk about the future of Georgia State football?
I think we have to do that face-to-face, one-on-one. I've met with every single player. We have spent every legal day that the NCAA allows with our players on the field, not with a football, but running and diving and drilling and in the weight room and those kinds of things. Naturally, in the summer, we're not allowed access to them, but we've got an excellent strength coach in Ben Pollard, and it has been an around-the-clock, hard work time for our football team.
What about for you as a head coach? As I mentioned, going into your third season, looking down your resume as a coach, whether it's Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia Tech, you've been in some great places and had some great football teams. How does that translate now as the head coach for the Panthers?
Each place is unique. Each player, each student is unique, and so while the experiences are similar in that we got 11 players and we have a league to play in and all those kinds of things, the individuals are different, and this generation is entirely different than the other generations when I coached.
Right.
And so I'm constantly challenged to learn to think so that I can communicate with them. This generation wants to know, why are we doing this? We didn't tell people in the past. We just said, line up and run the 36 play, and they would do it. Now they want to know, why not 37, Coach? Well, can't we do 39? Why are we doing that? So there's more personal time required, there's more mentoring, there's more counseling. I like all those things, so for me it has been a breath of fresh air.
Last season, Coach, you played in 3 overtime games. 2 of those you lost, 5 games decided by 7 points or less. When you talk about being in games, you can look to last year and I'm sure tell your team, look, we were in football games, now we got to figure out how to close them out.
Exactly. That our motto this year. We began spring practice, man up, meaning do your job, football's a man's game, and finish. So the idea is finish the job. Our first year, we were fortunate to be 6-5. Changed 3 plays, we're 3-8. Last year, we were 3-8. Changed 3 plays, we're 6-5. Changed 5 plays, we're 8-3. So I mean, that is how close football is, and I think our team understands that because it was so painful to go through those games that we knew we should have won.
When you talk about football being a man's game, I think you should just take some of that old footage from when you played and just roll it and let the kids watch that a little bit.
Well, unfortunately, they see it because NFL Network and ESPN feature some of the old stuff, and when they come in and say, hey, we heard you talking on a television last night, Coach, I say, yeah, that means you stayed up till 2 a.m. because I don't come on till after midnight. So you busted curfew, you're running tomorrow morning.
You guys beat Campbell to close out the season. How much does it help maybe to catch a little motivation or momentum coming out of last year to end on a positive like that?
It helped us a lot because here again, it wasn't as if we were getting beat up every single week. We had some rough games where we were beaten soundly, but the games were so close. We were actually in control of 3 of those games in the fourth quarter. We were ahead, and that's when you have to finish it. So to finish with a win against a Campbell team that kept coming back against us, it was a great feeling in that locker room, and it was a good impetus to get us off into the offseason.
How is this team looking forward to the opener, to getting this season kicked off? How much are they looking forward to that?
Well, they're very excited. The way football is these days, it's not a 6-month deal anymore. We used to start getting in shape in the spring and then go to training camp not very far from here when I was with the Colts. Now it's pretty much a 12-month deal, and our guys work early in the morning, virtually year-round. So they'll be very excited to actually have an opponent and have somebody to play against and get to do a game.
All right, that opener, by the way, against South Carolina State at home, August 30th to kick off the season. Best of luck this year. Again, always great to see you.
Thank
Bill
you, Brad.
Curry, head coach at Georgia State.